Hello, live chatters. It's Douglas Block. Well, it's Sunday. It's May 24th. It's Memorial Day weekend. Joan is giving me my cell phone. Here, I'll hit it again. Don't worry. I think I don't really need it. I'll try again. Anyway, yeah. Robert Jenkins, Alex Haynes, M, James D. from Scotland, the super strain. The regulars are popping up like weeds in the garden. Jack and W, Teresa Ann, there's O. Yeah, you got it, Joan? Thank you. Look at what would we do without a partner, huh? Can't believe it. Hey, Robert, I'll talk to you later about your question. Anyway, here we are. It is going to be 72 degrees in Portland, Oregon. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And then 74, and then 82, 85, 98 hike. I didn't really play football, but it's going to be 90 degrees on Thursday and Friday, and I just got my garden in. MCKIC Bailey, I'm going to send you that manuscript. Angela Russell, Lazy Iran, Shirley K, etc., etc., etc. Flip Van Wallingham, I haven't seen you before. Rob Dryak, you make me feel better. Your voice relaxes me. Om Hare Om Hare Om. Is that relaxing? I just found a couple of new jokes. Did you hear about the fire at the Basque movie theater? Do you know what the Basques are? They're a region of Spain. They tried to get their independence. Anyway, the Basques are very cool people. Anyway, unfortunately, there was only one single emergency exit door. So several people were trampled. Oh my God, they tried to get through that exit. They couldn't, which only goes to show that you shouldn't put all your Basques in one exit. Did I really say that? You shouldn't put your Basques in one exit. Don't you love bad puns? That's a dad joke. Okay, somebody match me. Very time for the Blockhead Hour, my favorite hour of the week. Oh, that's nice. So, Edward Steiner, nice to see you. Who was it? Kyle K. Bailey was gracious enough to have me send him. I will be sending him the first part of my new book, When It Hurts Too Much to Live. I need editors. I need editors who've been in dark places, who know what it's like to think about ending it all. I need the feedback. This is going to be an important book. I promise you. This is my magnum opus. I'm 71 years old. I've been writing since I've been 29. That's 42 years. But this is the book that my whole life has been waiting for. MC, did you receive my email? What was the return address? MC, I received probably 50 to 60 emails a day, but tell me what the return is. Or better yet, resend it right now, because as soon as I get off the live chat, I'll look for it. The moment I enter your live stream, I instantly feel much better. Well, there you have it. That must be a post-hypnotic suggestion. M, where do you live? MC, you're struggling with depression? Hey, join the club. Mobius Zero, nice to see you. That was good. You like that, The Waking Wolf. Good. Close to 60K subscribers. Yes, what am I going to do when I get 60K? I want you to all send me chocolates. So MC, I know what it's like struggling from depression. I've been doing it since I've been 18. That's 53 years, more than a half century. So what in the words of Paul Simon and his song from Graceland, what are you doing about it? That's what I want to know. Now, in all seriousness, have you reached out for help? Have you reached out for professional support? Are you exercising? Are you doing all the things that I talked about in this chart? Here it is, self-care activities to improve your mood. MC, if you send me your email, if you send me another email, I will send that chart to you free of charge. I think I could use the book. Well, Super Strain, will you please email me? I need people. You will be getting the book. I've done about half of it. Anyway, here it is. DouglasBlock@gmail.com. Send me that, a Super Strain. I'll send you a free copy of the first part of the manuscript. Are you asking for volunteer editors? I'm a legal secretary and excellent proofreader. PG, yes, go, 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 man, girl, whatever. No, seriously, send me your email. If you are a legal secretary, you kick butt. Your physical symptoms. So, do you have my email address? PG, I'll even type it in here. No, seriously, I am. There we are. It is, MC just gave his email address. Whoops, it goes so fast, I'll have to look for it later. Madame Roy, oh, social distancing. Yes, isn't this social distancing a pain in the you-know-where? I'm tired of it. Woman, well, I got it. I said man, woman, legal secretary, that's normally going to be the case, right? But seriously, One of my best friends is an amazing legal secretary. David Holden for £5. Get the ball going. This is labor of love. My YouTube videos are slowly coming back, although I must admit my Google chat was 50% of it was the last month, but that's okay. Remember Frank Zappa, the great man who founded the Mothers of Invention? He had an album called "We're Only Doing It for the Money," which of course was a satire because musicians always never do it for the money; they do it for the love. Anyway, here it is. PG, send me your email address. Email me, and I will send you a copy of this manuscript ASAP. Thank you, David. David has been a long-time contributor to this cause. I really appreciate his work and his support and his help. Excellent paperback, Healing from Depression. Thank you for writing it. Lagai from Canada. What's the best way to get a Canadian to apologize? Lagai, step on his foot. Trazodone is not working well. As far as being an antidepressant, I have not had that much luck with it. It's good for sleep, but there's so many other medications you can try. Talk to your prescriber. Wow. Todd D. Goldfinger, you're not my age. How do you know about Zappa? Remember Burt Weenie Sandwich, his first one? Oh my God, I used to have that album. So glad to see you, Lazy Ranch. How are you feeling? Kelly Kettner, haven't seen you. Any thoughts about acupuncture for depression? Kelly, you know, I actually tried acupuncture for depression, but you know why I quit? I was tired of being needled. What do you think of that, Kelly? Okay, acupuncture I found works really good for anxiety. I know a lot of people use it. It really relaxes you. For depression. Look, acupuncture works on the meridians, on an invisible stream of energy, the key that goes through our body. It balances it. Anything that will balance your energy will help you feel better. So acupuncture, you have nothing to gain. That was a Freudian slip, wasn't it? Oh my God, what did I say? Well, that's my unconscious speaking. It works very good for anxiety. I have not really, I've not tried it for depression. So the answer is I don't know. Why don't you go look at the internet? Better yet, try it yourself. Madeline Roy is sending me her, is putting her email address out there. So Madeline, does that mean does that mean you're going to essentially go ahead and if I send you my thingamajig, will you read it? Will you look over my manuscript? That would be nice if you could do that. I'm feeling much better, says Lazy Ranch. Lazy Ranch, still fatigued, but I'm going to be, hey, Lazy, I'm looking for stories of recovery. I know your name is Suzanne, and I know you've emailed me, but I don't have your address. Could you please write up in about one page how you resurrected from the depths of despair to where you are now? It's really important that you share your story with other readers. I mean it. It's really important that we all do. People need encouragement, and the way they get encouragement is learning about other people who are down in the pits, who had no hope, who were going to end it all, and they went ahead and they made it through. So Lazy, what do you think about that? Send me your email, your phone number. I'd like to chat with you over the phone, or at least your email address. I'm doing okay. Robert Jenkins, the painter and saint of the YouTube channel. Been having my moments here and there. I'm getting through the tough times. I'm working through my stupid thoughts. I know my OCD will one day be under control. I will feel better one day. So, Robert, I was going to email you and I was going to basically type this to you. Yes, Claire Weeks is excellent for the nerves, Sean Woods. Thank you for bringing it up from Australia. An old-time pioneer in this area. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Robert, anytime you have a stupid thought, I want you to repeat this to yourself. I want you to put this all over your house, and it's by a very, very famous spiritual awakened person. I have to type first. Mystic. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. That was said by a 13th century or 14th century mystic named Julian of Norwich. You should look her up on Wikipedia. An amazing woman. Was really sick, about to die, and then she had these visions of God. Unbelievable. And this is what one of her visions told her. So, Robert, if you put this and repeat to yourself on a regular basis, this has a lot of Shakti. This has a lot of spiritual energy. It will help you. Hey, Sahi Salvi, hi from India. I love India. Yeah, don't worry about being loquacious. Hey, all writing is rewriting, Lazy Eye Ranch. Don't worry about saying too much. Too much is better than too little. I experienced bad dreams sleeping on my back. I also freeze when I can't wake myself up. Yeah, I've heard of that. That's really, really a tough place to be. So Lazy Eye, do you have my email address? Tapering off trazodone, not fun? Very slowly. I did a video on that called How to Quit Antidepressants. Hello from Switzerland, Jean-Christophe Combe. You also tested for positive for COVID-19? Well, how's your immune system? Once you fight it off, you'll have antibodies. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm going to affirm, we're all going to affirm that you're going to be able to overcome it. Alex Haynes, I had my darkest day of my 4 months of breakdown yesterday. Felt like I was losing my mind. My reality was all distorted and dreaming was so vivid. I've decided to get professional help for now. Excellent, Alex. A wonderful decision. And please write me. Once you get over this, I want you to have your story in my book. I have schizophrenia. I was wondering what are good meds that help with that. Well, I mean, Zyprexa has helped so many people I know of, but hey, I am not allowed and not going to give you information for prescribing over the internet. What you need to do is, there are a lot of good medications for schizophrenia. A lot of them have side effects, but some of the newer ones have less. What you need to do is go find a psychiatrist or a mental health nurse practitioner, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner or a psychiatrist, and go see them. There's a lot of experience. And also there are things you can do with schizophrenia like CBT, where you can say to those voices, hey man, I don't choose to believe you. Anyway, I'm going to write this down so you can all see this. The psychiatrist, sometimes psychiatric mental nurse, Practitioner. Psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, PM, what am I doing? Oh, psychiatric mental health. I left out the health, that's the problem. I knew there was a word left out there. There it is. Do you see it, everybody? Lagai, thank you. Peace to you and God bless you for your generosity. Anyway, psychiatric mental health practitioner, PMHNP. Uh-oh, that's my alerts. Sorry about that, guys. I need to turn that off before I start. Jean-Christine Combe, I would like to thank you so much for all you do for me through your videos. You help me out a lot. You're so gifted. Well, thank you very much. I'll take that. Jean-Christophe Combe, thank you very much. By the way, I just wanted to let all of you know that if you like the work we're doing, you can go to www.patreon.com. It's one of the many crowdfunding websites, but this helps me. We have a number of contributors out there, some of you who write on this live chat, who by a small donation per month, anywhere $2 or more, help this channel keep going. Sir, my close friends nowadays talks too many negative things. How to avoid their talkings? Well, just avoid them. Or if they basically talk to you, say cancel, cancel in your head. The Waken Wolf. MC, I just got your email. COVID and was in the hospital for 1 week. I lived through it and you can too. Wow. So Waken Wolf, how old are you? You probably are younger, right? I'm hoping. Anyway, good for you. Thank you for that thumbs up. How is it compared to the flu? I hear it's a lot worse. Bushan Bahar, hello, I look at watch and try to predict my future. If second hand is on 4, then it will be bad luck, so on. Well, that's an obsession, obviously. Again, you need to say cancel, cancel, or get professional help. It's an awesome saying, Robert Jenkins. Put it all over your house. Seriously, put it on your phone, look at it. You will be healed by this, or not be healed by this, but it will help you, not pay attention to your stupid thoughts as much. This is a very old prayer from a very powerful woman. Write it down. All is well, folks, my Peltier. Mike here. You're welcome. Alex, sleep paralysis. Yeah, that sucks. Hey, Susan McDonald from Virginia. What are you doing over the summer? Oh, no, you're still teaching. That's right. All right. Who else? John Christone. I'm making sure. So, Alex, in the words of my gym teacher, listen up, Alex. Listen up. If I can only find it. Yeah, listen up and what happens. I need a secretary. I need the legal secretary. Here we are. What does this say? From the ashes I rise, right? You might have had your darkest day, but guess what? It's going to be followed by a brighter day. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Let's get all this stuff. God almighty. All these papers, I'm trying to find my jokes. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, some of you heard this, but I want to answer some questions before I tell another joke. Lots of water will help. 22 years young. Good for you, Waken Wolf. I'm 71 years young. What is adrenal fatigue? It means when your adrenal glands are not working properly, so you don't have enough adrenaline. You can get tested for that medically. You should see a doctor. My kids are mean to me. They call me lame. What? How old are your kids? Are they teenagers? Well, why don't you go see an endocrinologist, Anna? That would be the best thing to do if you feel you have adrenal fatigue. Okay, here comes the next joke. I love your positivity and uplifting words. Well, thank you, Susan. I have a book called I Am With You Always. That is my favorite book, and I should have it here. Send me an email. I'll send you a free copy of the ebook. It has nothing but spiritual quotations I've collected for 45 years. Okay, ready, guys? Who plays chess besides me? I do. Yeah, the lockdown is good. Thank you for the platform. Okay, Rachel, I love that name. I was going to name my first daughter Rachel, but I never had a daughter. A group of chess enthusiasts, I used to be a tournament chess player, whoops, checked into a hotel and were standing in the lobby discussing their recent tournament victories. Yay, go. About an hour, the manager came out and said, get out, disperse, leave. But why, they said. Why are you telling us to leave? Because, the manager said, I can't stand chestnuts boasting in an open foyer. Did I say that? I can't stand chestnuts boasting in an open foyer. That's a pun on chestnuts roasting in an open fire for you guys who are not American. Yeah, well, the teenager, of course, they're a pain in the butt. A beacon of light. Where's my... Alex Haynes? I'll show you what a beacon of light looks like. If I can do it. Come on. What's going on? There we are. A beacon of light right here, everybody. Anytime you need a beacon of light, just come over to this channel. That was my iPhone. But in all seriousness, look, Alex, I have almost died many times. Anything I can do to help anybody in the same situation, I'm happy to do. Lazar Maria, one step at a time. Anyway, yes, get yourself an iPhone. You can look at it, and you can always have a beacon of light. By the way, can someone tell me how many people are watching this show? The new YouTube studio does not allow me to monitor how many people are watching. It should be in the 60s. Someone let me know. That would be great. You know, it takes a lot of energy to do this. I'm usually exhausted when I'm done, and I have to plant some plants in the garden. How many? Well, thank you. Of course there's hope. That's the whole name of the game. Do you have any favorite quotes to stop negative thoughts? I find them very soothing. Because I've collected them my whole life. In the midst of winter, I found within me an invincible summer. That was Albert Camus. No, I have, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy from Psalm 126:5. 52, that's lame. Come on, we need another 10 or 11. Call up your friends. Bruce Bangora, I have suicidal, come 90% true. No, you're just, it's your brain messing you up. Please, 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 Bush, see a doctor or see a psychologist. Who is that that talked about my inspirational hopes? I have a whole series of them called Inspiring Words That Gave Me Hope. Whoever said that they like my words, yeah, other quotes, that's Decaz. Decaz, I dropped my thingamajig, so I'm going to have to write it out. I dropped my email address, so email me, douglasblog@gmail.com. I've typed it right there, and you can go, I'll send you those quotes. By the way, time for a donation from somebody like Ann C., Oklahoma, 33 years old, a massive soft tissue infection in my big toe. That is cellulitis. I've had 27 bouts of those. That's horrible. Thank you for having antibiotics. Elizabeth Navarro, thank you for what you do. What a beautiful name you have, Elizabeth. It's a beautiful name, period. Richard Monroe, I'm on a cholesterol med, which I was on before they decided not to take it, and the doctor eventually prescribed it again. Why would anybody feel guilty They decide not to take a prescription. Well, they feel guilty because they're going against, the authority. And when you're growing up, if you don't do what your parents say to do, you get guilty. As guilty as a sense of I did something wrong and I'm sorry. So if you think it's bad to go off medications, that's probably why you felt guilty. But guess what? You went back on them. I'm glad you're improving. Antibiotics saved my life on many occasions. Urban Outdoors DMV. Hey, Doug, just got done with the video from yesterday. Great advice, as always. I share the same fear you do. I started slipping again a few months ago. I went on an all-meat diet. It stopped everything. Wow, an all-meat diet for depression? What do you know? Something works for everybody. I would not continue it because you do need fiber, and you do need all the micronutrients and what are those things? Phytochemicals in plants. So meat's okay, but not 100% of the time. But that's your call. All right, is it 22 after the hour? Wow, I'm going to take a break. What should I do? I'm going to try to get my email address from over here. Uh-oh. I know I'm messing everything up. Now I'm going to bend over if I can. DouglasBlog@gmail.com. All right. Hey, Jason Clulo, you're not here. You're not telling all your dumb jokes. Someone needs to step in Jason's place. I want a joke from somebody. My kingdom for a joke. Antibiotics for 2 years to ruin my body. Well, there are probiotics you can take. I have a whole video called "If You Want a Happy Brain, Create a Healthy Gut." You should look at it. Your gut health can be restored. It took me about 6 weeks each time, and I've had it 25 times. Luvux has been a miracle. Junk feelings. Sorry, Doug, about not ending part 2 yet. Take your time, my friend. Urban Outdoors. I would rather live happy, Doug, but I'm going to have to be in corporate somehow. You mean corporate America, like taking a job with a corporation? What is Cerelatine? It's Zoloft. And yes, Zoloft can create side effects of insomnia in some people. Talk to your doctor. Mohammed Shahib, hi. Jokes. Yeah, I read a book on anti-gravity. I couldn't put it down. That's my joke. I'm very stressed and anxious. Well, so are we all, my friend. Doug Live is like being a DJ on the radio. Very exhausting. Thank you, Lugai. Why don't you come over here and help me moderate this? This would be great. I think you can have moderators so you can invite other people. Maybe we can get you in on this. My 4 baby goats were missing yesterday, she says. I was afraid they'd been stolen or killed. Wow, just now they returned. They're okay. Wow. I must be good luck. Well, I hope so. How does Moses make coffee? He brews it. Robert Jenkins, these are my jokes. Stop that. I have to go pee because I'm a European. Yep, I love it. I've heard all of these jokes. You were going to restart to take the meditation? Great. Incorporate vegetables back here from yogurt. Excellent. Okay. Well, that's a good thing. Everything is about moderation. K.I.C. Bailey, I love you. What's the I stand for? Indigo? Or even the C? No, Guy, don't worry. I don't think you can moderate this with me. I don't think the technology is available unless Noah comes. By the way, how is Noah doing? Anybody seen his videos? Yeah. How many therapists does it take to change a light bulb? One, but the bulb really has to want to change. Okay, guys, I've heard all this stuff. How do you make an egg roll? You push it. Now, that's very good, Kerry Parker. From the UK. Excellent. You push it. Oh, that's very good. Great voice, Doug. You're naturally optimistic. Actually, no, I'm naturally gloomy, but I force myself to be optimistic so I don't jump off a cliff. You want to hear a pizza joke? Never mind, it's too cheesy. Young no mo. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Elizabeth Nerbauer, you get it. I'm gonna copy this if I can and paste it. Oh my God. I know that might be a little bit. Some of our Chinese fans might be offended by that, but I'm sorry if you are. No harm intended. That's how do you make an egg roll, right? Okay. That's great. Thank you so much. You made my day. You make me feel like I'm normal. Well, you are normal. You're just a normal person going through a serious disorder. Inside, you're all perfect the way you are. Noah has relapsed. I know. I know about that. I talked to him about it. What is he doing about it? Cipralex, I've heard of it. I'm not quite sure what it is. I just got the anti-inflammatory book by Michael Greger. Wow. I love Michael Greger. Let me know if it helps. Who told me the young no mo? I'm sorry. Why do I find that funny? Whatever it is, it's somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. Elizabeth Navarro. Again, a beautiful, beautiful name. I'm sure you're also a beautiful soul, Elizabeth. Where do you live? What part of the world? My father called with my mom. I'm seeing it from childhood. I'm depressed. Well, yeah. Guess what? Blah blah. Childhood trauma is very difficult. How about this? It's not a joke, but it's funny. Don't get mad at lazy people. Don't do anything. Don't get mad at lazy people. Didn't do anything. I'm not quite sure I read that, but guess what? Take my advice. I'm not using it. How's that? All right. Another joke from this joke book. You like my first two. What else have I got here? A one-liner. Why did the banker break up with his girlfriend? Breakups are the #1 cause of depression. I have a friend who's a banker. The reason he broke up with his girlfriend is he simply lost interest. Bad, huh? How about this one? Lady, this vacuum cleaner will cut your work in half, said the salesman. Good, she said, I'll take 2 of them. This is going to take time. I used to help my daughter with her homework. Dad, I'm going to a party. Would you do my homework for me? I'm sorry, kid, but it wouldn't be right. Well, maybe not. Give it a try anyway. All right. These are great. El Paso. Oh, I love that town. That's where my friends grew up. Are you Navarro? Is that Hispanic or is that Spanish? That's definitely, it sounds like it's a name that may come from Spain. Richard Hopp, how many? You're back. You've been gone for so long. Yeah, guess what, Richard? Someone just said that joke about the light bulb. That's okay. But I have to find something. What's another light bulb joke, somebody? But yes, that's a great joke about the psychiatrist. I apologize. You've all heard this before, except the newcomers. What did the Wizard of Oz Scarecrow do after the film? He became a neurosurgeon. Why? He was outstanding in his field. I'm sorry. I reached out to Noah on Instagram to check on him for his help and what he does. Yeah, a lovely man. I agree. Good friend of mine. He helped me start this channel. I owe him a lot. And I just actually texted him to take a walk, and I'm going to talk to him about Alex Haynes. I said, Noah, we have to fly out to Alex Haynes and do an exorcism on him and get rid of all those evil spirits. Wow, Lazy Eye Ranch and Madame Roy are right next to each other? You guys should meet up halfway. Elizabeth Nero, what did you laugh at? I drink cherry juice every morning on an empty stomach. That's very, very good. You're Hispanic, okay? Well, that means from south of the border. That was very dear. I had a joke about deers, but I can't remember them. This is not very nice for dog owners. What has 4 legs and 1 arm? A Rottweiler. All right, I'm running out of jokes here. What did Tarzan say when he ran into Jane's tent with lots of anxiety? It's a jungle out there. Why do I like that? BB, you are addicted to that? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. There is help for that. You can actually go to Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous, and there's actually a book by Patrick Horns. You're obviously probably not in America, but there's a book called Out of the Shadows. It's called Out of the Shadows. I can't basically write. Of Okay, we'll try one more time. Of the SHADOWS. Get that book and it'll help you with your problem. Shirley K. Muhammad, so glad you're doing better and that you're with us today. Good for you. Tons of childhood trauma. I'm going through a divorce from my ex-narcissist. Well, you should talk to Lazy Iran. She was married to a narcissist, as she reports it. How do trees access the internet? They log on. That was horrible. Elizabeth, thank you. They're not my jokes. I'm just reading them from a book. Wow, Mohammed, you're back after $4 in the hospital. Thank you, Douglas. You truly saved me. Without you, I would have been dead, I think you mean. Well, thank you. Well, I'm glad you got the help you need. How are you feeling? What type of treatment did you get in the hospital? And more important, what kind of out treatment are you getting? You see, my nephew is going back to drug and alcohol treatment for the second time. But guess what? Whatever happens in patient is good, but it means ultimately squat. I've been hospitalized for mental nervous breakdown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, right? And the deal is hospitalization for mental illness or mental breakdowns is for stabilization, but when you come out and re-enter your life, that's when you have to get your act together. That's when you need outpatient treatment, which is sadly lacking in this country. So I'm glad you were in the hospital. I'll get you to get better, but are you seeing a therapist now? Are you in an outpatient program? And Anthony is not here, Mohammed. He hasn't been here in the last couple of weeks. I'll have to give him an email. Good evening, you all. Thank you, Coffee and Shop. How long did it take you to write Healing from Depression? I started doing workshops in 2000. I actually only took about, well, the first part, when going through Hell Don't Stop, I wrote in 90 days. That was in 1998. And then the second part, the healing program, I wrote in about 6 months. So altogether about 9 months. I was on a roll. This is Hari. Happy Memorial Day. I'm doing fine. Hope you're well. Stay safe. Thank you very much for that. By the way, what are you guys doing for Memorial Day weekend, you Americans? Always listening to your videos to Sermon Hobby. They ease and comfort to me in many areas. Do you think we will ever get back to normal? Sure, of course. Hey, look, what goes down must come up. How are you doing? How to stop hating yourself? Well, just look in the mirror and say, I love you. You're a beautiful soul. I love you. There's actually something called tapping. Have you ever heard of EFT, anybody? You should look up EFT on the internet. EFT. It's called Emotional Freedom Technique. So that's what it's called. And what you do is you tap on these acupuncture points. You say, even though I'm having a hard time liking myself, I totally and completely love and respect myself. Anyway, you should look it up. It's basically you say positive affirmations while tapping on acupuncture points. Anyway, yeah, Lazy Ranch, we're all glad to see him back. All glad to see him back. So what's going on here? How do snails fight? They slug it out. Oh my God, Terry Parker, I love you. So anybody have any ideas for a dog about how to stop hating himself? Just think about something positive you've done in the past. Think about somebody you helped. Think about the love that hopefully one of your parents had for you when you were born. Can you talk about decreased sun exposure has been associated with a drop in your serotonin levels, which can lead to major depression? Well, Jeff, I know that decreased sun exposure can lead to a drop of vitamin D, which can lead to depression, but I didn't know about serotonin levels, so I've never heard that. But you need to get your vitamin D levels healthy, so you should all go check with your doctors about that. My second husband was a covert narcissist. He really had me fooled for almost 20 years. There's hope that you will recover. Excellent. 64 people. We got our 60s. Before YouTube changed its whole software, we used to getting 80, 90 or 100, but oh well. Erika Guvarez. I need advice. I was taking Remeron, 50 milligrams, and Klonopin for 25 days. I stopped them for 3 days. I've been crying all day. I have anxiety all day. Well, that's because you stopped them abruptly. Every single thing about antidepressants, and especially Klonopin, is you have to wean yourself off very slowly. You need to call your prescriber and probably get back up on those meds and start all over again. If you want to wean yourself off fine, but you need to do it under the advice of a medical professional. I'm telling everybody here, do not suddenly stop taking medication. I mean, I'm not prescribing that. That's just as consistent medical advice. How does one deal with triggers on a daily basis? Well, just don't pull the trigger. No. That's a very, very, very good, yeah, vitamin D can contribute to depression. You're very good. You will get better, Decaz. Write me and I'll send you those inspirational quotations. Anyway, you're seeing a very good therapist? Wow. Most important thing was your inspiring videos? Well, good for you. Thank you. Love EFT? Well, share that with the other person. So triggers. Who can help John about triggers? A trigger is something that you see or do and brings back an old memory. Well, you just have to you just have to shift your mind like this over here, completely focus on something else, a positive affirmation, a pleasant memory, something in your environment. It is so sunny outside. I'm gonna have to break early, man. I gotta get plants. We're stopping at 12:50. It is 12:37. I need to attend to my garden. If I don't do my transplants now, it's gonna be way too hot. Anyway, so yes, John, you might want to talk to your therapist about that, and you might want to look up on the internet about how to deal with triggers. But it's always about shifting your attention, because where attention goes, energy flows. I need my lozenges for the first time in a long time. Only one in here. Where is Bruce? Bruce went out at 10 in the morning on the first beautiful day in Portland in a while, and he is out convening with other cats. I do not expect to see him back anytime soon. Keep seeing your online therapist, Mohammed. You're taking generic buspirone? I hope it works. Jeff Delala, would you like to read my book? My new book, my new manuscript. Let me know and I'll send it to you. PG, I agree with you about vitamin D deficiencies. Why does he hate himself? I don't know. Probably some stuff that happened in the past. I quit sewing years ago because it made my ex angry. Now he's not yelling at me. I'm going to start again. Yes, sewing is very therapeutic. Can you tell me more about avoidant personality disorder? Thanks. Well, from what I know about it, it's about someone who, because of anxiety, avoids doing things, seeing people, going outside, and their life is pretty, constricted. So again, as always, seek professional help. Yeah, you need to teach the triggers as an OCD thought. Very Ronnie Thomas. Excellent idea. What do you call bed memory? A chimp off the old block. Gary Parker, you're the best. Send me a book with all these jokes in it. Nice to see you, Mohammed. What goes down must come up. Push the image far away, make it black and white, and then fade it away. That's an NLP technique. Very good. Jeff, it's great to see you too. Jeff, last I checked, was a patron of this channel. Hey, dog, thank you for helping me and so many others. You're more than welcome. We have to give it away in order to keep it. Yeah, I remember your last name. I have a very good memory. I got it from my mother. Something, a Dilaha or something like that. Anyway, grasshoppers ate your tomato plants? That's horrible. RCB, nice to see you again. All these old timers showing up. Does anxiety and depression last forever? I don't know how to handle this. I'm scared. Okay, Erica. You need to watch a video of mine. The video is called 4 Words That Can Save Your Life. My video. Okay, old timers. Someone raise their hand like in classroom. Did you get my email, Chom Choms? When did you send it? Old timers, what are the 4 words that can save your life that we need to share to this nice lady whose name I don't have in front of me because so many people, Erica. What do we need to say to Erica? 4 words. OCD months will just pass. I promise. You have to shift your attention. Exactly. Observe the thought. Mindfulness. Excellent, excellent, excellent. You know what you're doing. What are the 4 words? This too shall pass. Peter McLaurin, you get the prize. Yes, Erica. Nothing stays for state. Emotional states do not stay the same forever. Impermanence. Look outside. I'm 71. I'm not 30. The leaves are on the trees. They weren't 6 months ago. Everything is in flux, including your emotional states. They will get better. Reach out for support. Do what you can to help yourself, and eventually this will pass. I promise you, I've seen it in literally hundreds of people, including myself. Anthony Nelson, you're here. Mohammed, yes, Mohammed was asking about you. He said he missed you. Reach out to him. Mohammed Anthony's here. Anthony Olsen is here, the very, very accomplished piano player, by the way. This shall pass. Thank you, Narajan. That's an Italian name, isn't it? I'm joking. Of course, you're from India. Hell no, anxiety and depression don't last forever. Thank God. Thank you, Jason. Oh, there's a picture of you. You're so nice to see your countenance. Thank you for your £5 contribution. Jason's a mensch, and we need a joke from him. I'm 17, took an edible. Whoops. Yes, marijuana can make people have panic attacks. You upset your biochemistry, Reno, but you didn't break anything. It's fixable. The brain has neoplasticity. You're only 17. But yeah, no, I've known young people in their early 20s who took marijuana and pot, and they got depersonalization, derealization. It took them a while to recover, but they did. So, again, do things to relax. I have a video on how to deal with a panic attack. Again, go to an anxiety doctor, psychiatrist, therapist. You'll get through this. Good, Anthony Olsen. You had a rough day and now it's followed by a good day. That's what I'm writing about in my book about suicide prevention when it hurts too much to live. Bad days are always followed by good days. You should never, never, never give up. Right, Mohammed? Yes, passing thoughts. Very good. You guys are having a lot of good information here. So, look, Never. What do you think of that? What was Sham Sham's joke? I missed it. I had to get a loan to pay for an exorcism. They said if I didn't pay it back, I might get repossessed. Whoa! Sham Shams, that is really, that's not a dad joke. That's a great joke. By the way, never give up. Do you believe me, everybody? Is it true we should never give up? I'll have to get it later. Okay, let's go back to Safari. Thought I had cut and pasted that thing. Never give up. What was the name of the video? I forgot. Which video? What was it about, Erica? 4 words that can save your life. That's the name of the video. It's about why everything changes. Wow, Lazy Eye Ranch. You basically put alcohol and marijuana. I'm glad you did it because they lower the immune system. Yeah, of course it helped you to recover. Marijuana especially. Never give up. Yes, that was the best joke of a long time. And I tried to copy and paste it and I couldn't. I'll try one more time. If it doesn't work, I'll have to print it out after this. Copy. Let's go over here to Chrome and let's go to Command B. Nope, didn't work. Okay, let's come back again to the present moment. Anyway, thank you for that joke. My cat went to sleep on our office cover and I didn't know if it was a copycat or a CAT scan. Anna, nice to see you. Chuck Pistachi, go man. Chuck always leaves these wonderful comments on my YouTube videos. Never give up. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. Thank you, Urban Outdoors DMV. I love your YouTube names. The A Serenity Prayer, absolutely. Thank you for being there with me, Anthony. I'm much better. I almost took my life, but Douglas' words and video saved my life. Well, thank you again. Keep fighting for yourself. Never give up because the solution may be 5 minutes away. That's what they say. Don't give up 5 minutes for the miracle. I think I'll write that down there. What do you think about taking magnesium threonate for bipolar disorder? I hear it's the only milligram that crosses blood-brain barrier. I don't know. I know that magnesium is very good for anxiety, but usually with bipolar disorder, they recommend fish oil or omega-3 fatty acids. But most people with bipolar disorder need to be on some sort of mood stabilizer. Again, always consult your psychiatrist or your doctor. A dog, is that like a pun on a dog, like woof, 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 woof? Anyway, you're just barely avoiding the attempt. Anthony, I'm sending you the, oh, Anthony, have I sent you part 4 of my book? I haven't. I'll send it to you today. Does anyone have advice on how to be open and face the pain of heartbreak and trauma? I know, John, that has been really getting you for so long. You know, you just have to go ahead and know that the trauma, the pain will come in waves. Eventually the brain will heal. But, you know, when I broke up with my first major girlfriend, who the first person I lived with, my father said, one nail drives out another. A year and a half later, I met Joan, so he was right. But in the meantime, practice a lot of self-care. And there are books. There are books out there and grief groups. Thank you, Mark Glenn, for your £5. I think I sent you and Anthony my latest part of the book about how to get help, how to reach out for support. Did you guys get it? I'm going to resend it to you. I'm so sorry. Should I go back on meds? That's something you need to talk to your doctor about or your prescriber. Lithium orotate. Oh yes, a lot of people use lithium orotate for bipolar. It's over the counter. So yes. My first name is April. A dog is something people call me in school. Why? Is that like an insult to you? April sounds like a female name. Anyway, if they called you that in school and it was negative, then don't use it. But maybe you took it in a positive way. 1248. We could use a couple more donations. We could use a couple more jokes. This is bad, but I apologize. A boy's pet bird fell into a can of varnish and drowned. It's a sad way to die, he told his Uncle Rory, but at least he had a beautiful finish. Mexican vacations. Alice and Ezra Sherman of Boston saw a recent Mexican weather forecast calling for chilly today and hot tamale. Boy, now that is bad. I need something better than that. Kelly Kender, thank you so much for the videos. They're really helpful. Would love to see more on trauma. Yes, I need to do a video on trauma. There's a very good book by Bessel van der Kolk called The Body Knows the Score. I don't know a lot about, you are reading part 3, great. I learned a lot from it. It was tough at first, but as time passes, things start to look up. Never been better. We'll keep up the good work. Susan Jones complimenting this community. This is a virtual support group community. Every week, rain or shine, although I should be on my bike right now, rain or shine, we come together and support each other because peer support is the way to go, as well as professional support. So what is the greatest peer support group of all time? What started the peer support movement way before it got popular in mental health? I'll tell you who did it. Bill Wilson is a saint. Alcoholics Anonymous started the recovery movement in 1935, June 1st, when Bob Smith and Bill Wilson met together in Akron, Ohio, and talked to each other all night so they wouldn't drink. And that was the beginning. Richard Hoffman, nice. I love your photo. You look like a very distinguished man. And glad to see you again. You can plant flowers if you haven't botany. Oh, that was horrible. Anyway, so what did I just say? Oh, AA. Any recovering alcoholics, any recovering marijuana addicts, any recovering heroin addicts, any recovering cocaine addicts, and every recovering, codependents. Is my book available on Audible? Oh, God, I wish it was. I wish it were. My dead mother came back. I wish it were. Which book are you referring to? When going through Hell Don't Stop, made into an audio file. I got to talk to my friend back in the East Coast about that. Who just said thanks? Thanks for doing the live chat, Douglas. I'm glad I came across it because it lifted me up by saying I'm not alone in your struggles. You better believe you're not alone, PG. 1 out of 8 Americans suffers from depression. It's the leading cause of disability in the world. Depression is. This group helps us get through the week. It's so nice having so much support. Love and hugs to all of you. Shirley K, thank you again for sending me that article. Send me more. 2 silkworms had a race. It ended in a tie. Oh. My God, it took me a while to get that. Thank you. I still like the one about the exorcist. I went to a psychic, knocked on the door. Someone said, "Who's there?" So I left. Okay, I didn't get that. Who's there? So I left. Oh, I get it. I get it. The psychic didn't know you were there. What was the man working in the mirror joke you told in your video? The man working in the mirror? Didn't tell a joke. What was the last one I did? I said, what did the skeleton say before he ate? Bon appetit? The man in the mirror joke. Huh. Tell me the name of the video. I'm so glad you're out of the hospital. Who is Mary? Who is Mary who is in the hospital? I don't see this. So many people writing. Anyway, whoever you are, Mary, I'm glad you're out of the hospital. It's not a fun place to be. Thank you for being here, Anthony. Yes. Thanks, Shirley. Nice to meet you, Maria. And here's what's really important. Anthony Nelson is sharing his email address with Mohammed, lyricduo@yahoo.com. Yes, I would agree. Chom Choms does win the best joke of the week, and at least for me, anyway. Anyway, Muhammad Ali, God, whoa! Anybody remember Muhammad Ali? Anyway, yes, Anthony Nelson just gave you his email address. You're recovering AA. Good for you, Chuck. 36 years, one day at a time. I'm very happy I have AA in my life. It's a special fellowship. Yes, and when I ran my depression support groups, I tried to do the same thing. The only group of its kind. Eliza Maria, me. Oh, Mary. That's what they called you. Well, yeah. Well, you see, Eliza, you just have to keep hanging in there. You guys are resilient. Oh, my name is Mary. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, sacred name. Anyway, Erica, yeah, good luck in talking to your prescriber about meds. 7 minutes. Any more donations? How much do pirates pay for ear piercings? $1 an ear. Oh, Anthony, I need help. Rumble in the Jungle. Of course you remember Muhammad Ali and what was the other guy's name? Come on, tell me. Rumble in the Jungle. That was in the Philippines. Who was the fighter? Mohammed has just left his email address, mshanat@gmail.com. That's your first initial and last name, I believe. Bloody Mary. Oh, why did the man want to clean mirrors? It's just something he could see himself doing. That was from Jason Clulo. That wasn't my joke. What's a parrot's favorite gas? Argon. Oh my God. George Foreman. Really? That's who was the Rumble in the Jungle? I thought it was the other, maybe it was. What was the other guy who actually beat Muhammad Ali? He was also a very, very good fighter. And I had to reach way back out of nowhere. And I think it was George Foreman. I think it was somebody else. Okay, where's my phone? Okay, let's go to Google. RUMBLE, Rumble in Jungle. Historic boxing event. Yes. You were right. George Foreman against Muhammad Ali. Wow. You're absolutely correct. Thank you. But there was another fighter that I was thinking of, but thank you. You're right. Rumble in the Jungle was Foreman Ali. Hey, dog, I think dogs are beautiful and compassionate, smart creatures. It's amazing, amazing. I was called Hippo as a child. Now I'm 180 years and 5'9". I see some of those meanies on Facebook. Wow. You are lean and mean, Lazy Eye Ranch. Welcome, Blanco. I hope you come back next week. Yes, yes. Anyway, you're right, Reverend Jenkins. It was George Foreman. Fraser. Yeah, that's the other good. That's the other good boxer. But it wasn't Rumble in the Jungle. One night, day, Snow White to see her therapist. Her therapist asked for, does she sometimes wake up grumpy? She goes, no, usually I let him sleep. Grumpy was one of the dwarves. Suicide rates are full of roofs? No, they're not. In California, I mean, I'm writing a book on suicide prevention, which any of you would like to see. I'd like to show it to you. Where'd you get that statistic, Pulling the Springs? The Springs. I wanted to be a plumber, but it was just a pipe dream. I know that. It was Foreman. Good one, Chom Choms. RCB, grief is horrible. Losing a parent is horrible. Please be nice to yourself. Absolutely. Sugar Ray Leonard is my all-time favorite boxer. Yeah, he was great. Does anyone else find childhood trauma difficult to express because of the long time it's been suppressed? Yeah, that's the name of the game. But you can go to a good therapist who will help you release it in stages so it doesn't overwhelm you. How do Vikings talk to each other? Using Norse code. Chom Choms, you are 2 for 2. Where are you getting these Chom Choms? I want you to send me the book. I will pay you $5. All right. So it's 12:57. I'm done. We've gone almost an hour. I'm going to go down to Garden Fever, get 2 eggplants, and I'm going to translate them. I mean, transplant them. How do you translate an eggplant? Well, you can say it in Spanish. Anyway, any Hispanics here? How do you say eggplant in Spanish? Anyway, Pulling the Strings, if you can find a reference to that increase in suicide rates, please, would you let me know? DouglasBlog@gmail.com. Thank you for your jokes. Thank you for your presence. And more importantly, thank you for supporting each other. Chom Choms is on fire tonight. Yes. I look forward to tuning in the same time next week. Have a lovely week. I pray for you all. You will be okay. And so will you, Alex Haynes. You just went through a dark time. I guarantee you it will get better. And John, I hope you, there must be some trauma therapists in Great Britain or the UK that you can find. It's a very common problem that people have. Yes, I will enjoy my gardening. And you guys can talk to each other for 10 minutes at least. Exchange email addresses, exchange phone numbers, and exchange love, because we are here to support each other. We are healing in community, and that is my final word. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Oh yes, I did a video yesterday that is very popular called Living in the Present Can Take Away Your Fears. Please watch it if you haven't. And I will go ahead and write that down there because I want those of you who haven't seen it. Living in the present can remove your fears. My new BIDE. Oh, there it is. I love the Bay Area PG. I went to school and briefly in Stanford. I also lived in Berkeley. It's amazing. So I'm glad you're there. It's very different than it was in the 60s, however. All right. Thanks a bunch. You're all welcome. You can plant your alkaloids, and yes, you have a botany. Yes. Well, I'm going to buy them right now, Anthony Nelson, so don't worry. All right. Let's talk next week. You guys stay online and continue to relate to each other.